Yes, sir. If you're watching my stream, I appreciate it. Wish the Lakers luck today. I don't care where you are in the world. I need all positive vibes for the Lakers today. This is a Laker stream. Even though we're playing Madden, it has nothing to do with basketball. Yes, sir. Got another viewer. This is a Laker positive vibe stream. Anybody watching, send the Lakers positive vibes for today. And if you're a Laker fan, let me know in the chat. Oh shit, he's close. Hold on, he invited me. I invited him. He sent me an invite. I sent him an invite.
We are technically 5 miles east
Thursday
of
night
Washington,
football.
D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Desperados of Houston taking on the Washington Commanders. Seems like we were
Good luck to you too, bro.
Camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Have a fun one.
Out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16.
Have we played this season already? Have me and you played one? I feel like your team is familiar to me. Oh, you got Caleb at quarterback? Oh, shit, my boys.
First carry here for Robinson.
Oh.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ooh.
He's a keeper on the QB. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
I don't know why they keep subbing my rookie out of my sub package. I just need to put him back in real quick. And he's my best sub linebacker, and I need to change my depth chart for sure. My bad, my bad. Give me 1 second.
Two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage to 43 on 2nd and 4. And he's going to try and do this himself. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it.
What up, Crow?
In the middle third, he couldn't catch it.
My little brother on the stream.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jerome Bentley. Well, the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Driving the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Yeah, he did. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. On 2nd down, Etienne once more, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
11 mighty.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Commanders' first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that real extra pep in their stuff. You go to them early and often.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Washington. Darnell Washington, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. This is a crew that come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays, try and go to those spots, and get your offense moving.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And no return on this one as it kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that cause you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
And he will be out of bounds here. It will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 11.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow tries it left side and finds Olave. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, a run with ETN. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Here we go.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Let's get set.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. Touchdown, Washington. From 8 yards out. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Here's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. ETN up the middle. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebacker.
Oh, heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. To the right side and complete to Washington. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go.
3rd and 9 here.
11. Behind.
Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, we'll finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punting.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. He may go.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to look at all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. Of all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Get set. 12. Behind.
They go play action with Burrow. ETN bringing in another one. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Gun.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. ETN on the toss right. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Hey, 70 Ranger. Big Lion. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Burrow looking to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And this returnable for Hines. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And they will take over first and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
70. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets this go for Renfro downfield.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That is caught by Lamb. And he's got this down to the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. He'll look to throw. Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Second and 5 at the Commanders' 30-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The quick slant caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. Robinson. Touchdown, Houston.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the third quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Next is pitch to score. Commanders 20. Desperados 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Here we go.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Here we go.
At the 28-yard
11,
line.
90, 11. Here we go. Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Still going. He's across midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Quickly to Addison here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd down and 4.
39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Burrow going to keep it running right. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Washington.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
On 2, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. Downfield, and he's got Olave. Touchdown! Chris Olave. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Commanders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Here we go. Here we go.
No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. It's complete, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw again. Open man, that's Renfro. Touchdown, Houston. Hunter Renfro, his first touchdown on the year. And the Desperados have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Here we go, here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. A give running right, Etienne. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Travis Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Travis Etienne. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 21, here's second down and 7.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
Another tote for ETN. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Travis Etienne with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Commanders have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Out to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. oftentimes they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now back to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Steps away to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Desperados get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Desperados 21. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they